Hi, it's Chris Watkin here from Landlord Farming, and I'm with Vicky, who's a director at HomeLet. Vicky, you work with over 3,000 letting agents in the UK, is that about right?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
What do you think are the main challenges that letting agents face now, especially now we've got the tenant fee ban coming in?
I think there's a mixture. They're obviously going to lose income, so they're looking at different ways of generating that. I think there's an increase in fraudulent applications, so referencing to a high level is really important because you want to put the right tenant in the property. I think also it's protecting landlords and making sure they're up to date with legislation, and therefore making sure they train and develop their staff as they need to really in the next 12 months.
So let's break those points down. Let's look at fraudulent applications. Why does that make such a huge difference when it comes to letting agents?
So I think it's so expensive now if you put the wrong tenant in the property. You know, the average rent has been increasing month on month. There's our HomeLet rental index. You've got your rental index, which is amazing, by the way. Kind of shows that, and it's, you know, so costly when the wrong person moves into that property, and they are getting smart. You know, we have implemented things like CIFAS to help us find fraudulent applications. We have a tenant default database that helps us understand maybe more difficult tenants that we don't want to move in.
Have you got some percentages of you know, when for every 100 tenant applications, how many are fraudulent? Do you see many of them?
I don't think we kind of measure it like that, to be honest. It's on a case-by-case basis, and again, we would always discuss it with the letting agent to understand, you know, what we're seeing and what we've found. Is that the case? So.
And you're finding that tenants are getting a little bit more sophisticated in trying to pull the wool over the eyes of letting agents?
Yeah, definitely, and I think subletting has always been a challenge, but we're seeing an increase in that as well, and it's just, you know, capturing that information at the point of reference. So we're all about high quality referencing. We have a big team.
Because you're not the cheapest referencing firm, are you?
No, and we don't want to be. I think the people that are coming into our space and offering cheap referencing is a concern, because to deliver quality referencing has a cost attached to that, but it's a cost, I think, that's required. You know, we have 120 qualified people at our head office that process our referencing in a really quick and efficient way, but also not losing sight of the fact that they're there to understand, is that the right person to move in.
Finally, Vicky, you mentioned about growing income. What does that look like for a letting agent?
So what we try to do is understand the really important things that make them stand out from their competitors. So we try and give them a range of products that allow them to build into their packages whilst generating income. So the unique thing about HomeLet is we have our own legal and claims team. We underwrite all of our own products, so our rent protection is our own.
So you're putting your money where your mouth is, aren't you?
Yeah, absolutely. So every acceptable reference we will guarantee the rent on. And we don't really market out too much to the direct landlord market. Our core customer is letting agents, and that's what our products are designed to support them in winning new landlords, retaining landlords, but also protecting tenants. And they can generate a large income stream by offering all of our products, really.
Good stuff. So Vicky, what one thing would you say to letting agents in the UK today on helping them survive the next 5-10 years?
I think they need to invest in their people. So HomeLet provide face-to-face training as part of their package to help with that. HomeLet have become one of the top 100 companies to work for. So we absolutely believe if you look after your people, you get the best results, and I would say do that.
Excellent. Vicky, you've been absolutely brilliant. Thanks very much. Cheers, guys. Thank you.
Thank you.